So the spoilers of Doctor Strange. Yes, the multiverse, guys. As I said on the no spoiler, I do feel that this is the best Marvel movie I have seen because of the general entertainment. That is mainly because of all the action and fights. For some of you, it may be a little over the top, there might be too much horror. But for me, this is the main feature that entertains me the most. I mean, compared to the latest Spider-Man, I felt the excitement levels rushing through my veins. Much more in this movie. To cast Wanda Maximoff as a villain in this one is also an idea I really liked. I mean, at first, when Doctor Strange came to her for help, not realizing that she had been possessed by the evil book called the Darkhold, I didn't thought that she was going to be the evil villain, changing the girl. Of course, she was never evil to begin with. She had just been led by darkness, but even Doctor Strange didn't realize that, probably out of naivety or whatever it was. But she is really good in her role, and good at being the villain who wants to have these kids, as she learns there's another version of her that actually is her mother, in one of her dreams. While she is actually one of the better female villains I have seen, and the fighting scenes with her are really spectacular, I don't much think her plan is too evil. I mean, it's just being a mother to some kids, and therefore she destroys everything in a way, trying to reach that goal. I guess it does give meaning as she goes through some heavy emotional trials, but I feel that if she first should have been led by extreme darkness in that sense, she could maybe have wreaked havoc for another reason. And I hope that might not be something that I'm the only one speculating on. So about the multiverse feature, and yeah, from the title, you can tell it's gonna be a full show of madness. Compared to No Way Home, who started this multiverse thing, this movie makes it more complicated. But it's very well explained, despite the madness. The other me, and when Strange meets himself and has that piano tone fight, that is simply the most epic scene in the movie. Or when he is sleepwalking in his own corpse. So my point is that this multiverse movie is not as simple as in No Way Home, where I felt that they didn't do enough with the idea of the multiverse. I mean, I personally feel it's supposed to be a mess and supposed to be confusing. Not as simple as, oh, I'm that version of Spider-Man, and I'm that version of Spider-Man, and they are all different. Where here, the Doctor Strange version, although of course with the differences, seems a lot more alike, and there's not so much difference between them in personality and characteristics. I feel this shows what you can do with the multiverse idea. Okay, yes, it might be a little over the top, but I feel it works, and if I'm ever chosen to be a director of a Marvel movie, this is very close to what I would have made. Visually also, this movie feels very good. The effects on the action scenes and the general music used, it all works very good. That is also one feature that kind of makes me feel very immersed when watching this movie. They make it work very well, whether it is the fight with the giant octopus or the end scenes, where Doctor Strange has to find a way to defeat Wanda as he finds the cure book against the Darkhold, what is called the Vishanti. The different multiverses also looks really cool, as Doctor Strange travels through them with this little girl that he kinda also has a good chemistry with. Where they could have done this better? Perhaps, well, to make it a little more structured. I mean, I like the madness, don't get me wrong, but it is a very chaotic plot. Suddenly, there's this Darkhold and Vishanti, and it seems kinda random. You have never seen this in the other movies. Also, perhaps there's too many characters. I mean, the Illuminati is kinda cool, don't get me wrong. But again, that section where Doctor Strange was locked up and Wanda was dreamwalking and finally managed to find Doctor Strange in the multiverse he had ended up in is perhaps a moment that could have been speeded up a little. It's kinda cool that Mordo drugs him with the tea, but I just feel he could have escaped a little earlier, although the fight between them is kinda cool and entertaining. Also, you have the X-Men guy, Charles Xavier. Kinda a crossover thing. There's one scene here where you kinda don't know what's going on, right before Wanda is about to put him out, where he goes into this place, where he goes into this door, where the Wanda is kinda trapped in her own body, because she has been taken over by a darker version of herself. He tries to drag her out, and that is some of the real clever things done in the movie. Sadly, he never had enough screen time, but he really had a profound impact on the movie in that short time span. I guess we gotta see what kind of Doctor Strange you are. That is actually one of my favorite lines from the movie. So well, that was my review, guys. Thanks for seeing this, and if you like to discuss the movie, drop a comment below.